Welcome to the Greater Than Business podcast, where it's all about creating an amazingly successful business without sacrificing your quality of life, because life should be greater than business. And now, here is your host, Courtney Bedore.
This is episode 48 of the Greater Than Business podcast, and today we are going to be talking about what you need to know about Facebook ads. So, firstly, I need to preface this whole episode to let you know that I am in no way, shape, or form an expert at Facebook ads. However, that being said, because of the role that I've had in various companies, I've had to work very, very closely with people who are experts with Facebook ads. I have seen the highs and the lows. I have seen everything happen. So I just want to tell you that this episode is going to be kind of explaining the cautionary tale of Facebook ads. Because yes, they can be amazing. Yes, they can bring leads into your business like no other. But they can also cost you a lot of money if you don't know what you're doing. And that is super, super important for people that are just starting out in business. Because when you're first starting and you see all of this success with Facebook ads, because of course, if you're looking on Facebook and someone's saying something positive about Facebook ads, I'm 100% sure that that is going to appear in your newsfeed long before the cutest picture of a baby is going to pop up on your newsfeed. Because Facebook runs on ads. That is how Facebook gets paid. And of course, they are going to make sure that content about Facebook ads being amazing is getting shown to everybody. So I want you to kind of remember that Facebook controls what you see on Facebook. And therefore, Facebook is always going to make Facebook ads appear like they are the only solution and the only way that your business is going to grow. So what I kind of want to say here is that yes, Facebook ads can be great for your business. However, you need to know exactly what you're doing and how to run them before you even start thinking about Facebook ads. Do not put a penny of your money into Facebook ads until you know the ins and outs of what Facebook ads entail. So I'm going to basically use this episode to talk about three main points that I want to get across. So the first is that if you are considering Facebook ads in your business, you need to learn how to run ads yourself before you ever consider bringing on a team member to run them for you. And I know you're probably sitting there thinking, I don't have any time. I don't have the time to sit down and learn how to do it. Trust me, make the time. Because if you don't know how to run Facebook ads and you hire someone that says they know how to run Facebook ads, but yet they don't, and you're giving them unlimited power with your credit card and with your business, trust me, you're going to want to make sure that they know what they're doing. And the only way for you to know what they're doing is for you yourself to know what you're doing. Because you could go in and their ads could look fantastic. And you can probably think like, oh my gosh, this is going to convert so well. And then all of a sudden you start seeing that you're paying money after like dollars after dollars after dollars out there and you're not getting any quality leads. Well, if you're not getting quality leads, then chances are they're not targeting correctly. Or they're trying to get you the cheapest leads to basically make it feel like they're doing their job. The leads just aren't converting. Well, the people and the quality of the people, they might just be spam bots. They might be people that they don't even realize what they're signing up for. They just click on an ad and join a list, things like that. So you need to make sure that you know how to run the Facebook ads. You can go into the ads manager and be able to look at the data points and go, whoa, this one doesn't make sense. Why is this still running? You need to be able to push back before you ever hire anyone for that position. So you need to do your homework. You need to sit down, reserve a weekend, learn how to run an ad campaign, and learn how to use Facebook Ads Manager. As a business owner, you have to take that under your belt because it will save you so much time and so much frustration later on in the course of your business if you know how to do this, especially if you're planning on using Facebook ads to generate new traffic into your business and new leads into your business. And if you don't know what you're looking at when someone produces a report from Facebook ads, then you'll just basically kind of look at it and go, oh, it looks fine. And yeah, sure, we're making money, so it's good. We're not overspending. Like, you probably won't even know what like a good cost per lead is. And that can vary across business to business. So there isn't one specific data point to look at. But what I want you to do is sit down and actually do your research. I really want to encourage you to learn Facebook ads before you ever hire someone to manage it. I have seen so many people get burned by inefficient Facebook ads managers, and I've seen many people get burned by Facebook ads managers that aren't aligned with their business's values. So I'm not saying that all Facebook ads managers are bad. I'm friends with quite a few of them. They are wonderful people, but the amount of time, effort, learning, everything that they've put into their own businesses and the way that they run ads for their clients is amazing. And that is not something that comes from not doing the work. And I really want you to sit down and do the work yourself. You don't need to be an expert, but you need to know the bare minimum. You need to know how to work Ads Manager, and then the strategy and the setup and the monitoring and all of that can be hired out after, but you need to first learn exactly what you need to know inside of Facebook ads. So first thing, my cautionary tale of the day is make sure that you know how to run ads before you ever hire someone. And you need to do that as the CEO and the business owner to make sure that you are setting your business up for the utmost success. Because I have seen Facebook ads make and break businesses. And sadly, I have seen far too many businesses break, and it has not been the fault of the business owner. It has been that they trusted the wrong person and gave them too much of a leash to run with, and they didn't realize that in turn, because they didn't realize what numbers needed to be monitored, that they ended up losing a lot of money. And if you're just starting out, money is so precious in your business. You need to make sure that you know where and how every dollar is being spent. So please, 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 please learn how to run Facebook ads on your own first before you try and hire someone. Secondly, Facebook ads should not be viewed as, they should be viewed as supplemental to your business growth strategy, but should not be the only thing driving new leads into your business. So I want to say that one more time. You need to make sure that you have other things driving leads into your business and not just solely relying on Facebook ads. Because the Facebook ads game is changing, and it's always changing, and it's super competitive. It's starting to get super expensive, and I don't want you to think from day one of running your business that you could just dump a whole bunch of money into Facebook ads and you're going to have $1 million launch, because it all depends on how much money you dump into Facebook ads is how much profit you're going to make. No. Do not think that way. I want you to just strip that from your mind right now and realize that you can't put all of your eggs in one basket. You need to diversify your lead strategy. You need to diversify and make sure that there are other ways that you are bringing leads into your business, and you can't solely rely on Facebook ads. That is going to get so expensive, and eventually you're going to burn out your list, essentially. I've seen this thing happen over and over and over again with Facebook ads, and it's not list fatigue, but it's audience fatigue. And it basically means that people have seen your ads so many times that they're just like blind to it now. They don't care. They don't care what you have to say because they just kind of get bored with it. And that can be very, very costly for your business because it's going to keep showing your ad and charging you for this inaction. And it can be super expensive. And you want to make sure that you have other ways and other strategies to also be bringing in new leads. So that is really important. That's a really important point that I want to get across here is that you can't just put all of your eggs in the Facebook ads basket and expect your business to be a success. You need to diversify. You need to think of other ways to bring new leads in, potentially paid leads as well. So you could look at maybe doing some YouTube ads. Google ads used to be a big thing. I think they're a little bit out of grasp now for people that are just starting a business. As I said, I am not an expert on ads. I'm just kind of sharing my overall experiences here. So by all means, if you want to look into Google ads, go ahead. But I really want you to focus on the organic strategies. So I want you to think about ways that you could bring people into your list and bring people into your business without paying to get them. So what are other ways that you can reach people? Generally, the best way to do it is content, and then getting your content out there and doing it in an authentic way that allows people to naturally find you. So whether that be just posting on Facebook, social media across the board is amazing. And then from there, if you do start finding some traction with those free posts, then maybe, I know I've always heard never boost a Facebook post, but maybe in those instances, it might be okay to boost it to a certain audience and a certain subset in order to maybe get more eyeballs on your stuff. But I really want you to focus on ways that you can be generating traffic into your business that is beyond Facebook ads. Not saying to don't use Facebook ads. All I'm saying is basically just be very cautious of how you use Facebook ads. I used to work with a client and the whole business strategy was the more money I put into Facebook ads, the more money I'm going to make. And there was no organic promotion. There was no organic leads coming in. If you came into this business, it was through a Facebook ad. And the amount of money that was spent on Facebook ads was astronomical compared to the revenue that was generated from those leads. So things like that, I really want you to pay attention to. Make sure that you are thinking of other ways outside of just the one and done easy way of getting people in. And that used to be how it was viewed is, oh, I can just make this product and run this launch and I'm going to set up a Facebook ad and tomorrow I'm going to make $1 million. Simple, fine, easy, good. Go take a couple pictures and make it look like I'm really successful and I'm going to crush this business thing. And things like that make me want to just hit my head against the wall. So please, 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 please find other ways, be creative, and don't put all of your eggs in the Facebook ads basket. Now, I'm not saying don't use them. I'm just saying use them correctly, use them sparingly, and maybe do it as like a 2/3 ratio. So 1/3 can be Facebook ads of bringing traffic into your business, but those other 2/3 need to be another form of organic reach or other ways of bringing people into your business. So think about that. Kind of brainstorm. I'm going to get into this in a deeper in another episode later on, where I can give you better organic growth strategies. But for now, I just want you to kind of think about if you're using Facebook ads, how are you using them? If you want to get into Facebook ads, what is your plan for them? And are you essentially trying to put all of your eggs in one basket? And that is something that I want you to steer away from. So that's it on that topic. The next thing that I want to talk about is that across the board with Facebook ads, the cost is going up and the quality of leads has been decreasing dramatically over the last couple years. So I did mention this in both of my other points, but I really want to kind of drive this home. We know that bots exist out there in the world. I honestly don't even know what they are, but I know that they exist. And I've actually had a crawler bot, I think is what you would call it, land on a client's page. This is prior to me working with them, but I found it out after. It basically landed on their page and was constantly subscribing to their list. And because it was a Facebook ads page, basically what happened is their ad costs skyrocketed because this bot was jumping their prices up huge. And it was a horrible thing to find out that nearly 98% of their leads were just garbage. And of the ones that they had just recently paid for. And it was devastating to find this out. So that is one of the reasons why I say you need to learn how to run your own Facebook ads so that you can find things like this yourself. And number two, that is also why I don't want you to be using Facebook ads as the only thing that drive leads to your business, because I just don't know how you can check the validity of the lead and the quality of the lead when they're coming in through Facebook ads. And I guess the only way to find out is if they actually buy and engage with you. But I really want you to just kind of keep that in the back of your mind when you're thinking about starting Facebook ads, that it's not as easy as some of the gurus make it seem. Over the last couple years, it's gotten substantially harder to get your ads in front of the right people. Even though you're paying obviously for the ads and you don't pay unless someone clicks, sometimes those clicks are actually not even real people though, and you're getting charged for them. So I know Facebook's trying to go through and fix a lot of these things. I don't know, I don't have stats or anything on that. This is just things that I've seen happen over the years, and I just kind of wanted to give you a cautionary tale in Facebook ads and let you know that they are a wonderful service. But the whole thing that I want to let you know with this video is just be cautious. Make sure that you know what you're doing. Make sure that you understand how they work. And then make sure that you're monitoring them and making sure that the leads that are coming are actually real people and that they are quality leads. Take a look at your list. Make sure that their email addresses make sense, because 9 times out of 10, if you've had a bot or something shady happening on your Facebook ads, sometimes I've seen them, the email addresses are like 4B5C9X2@gmail.com. Well, who's going to have that email address, first off? And it doesn't look right. It doesn't look authentic. And then all of a sudden you look and you go, oh wait, 10 of my last 20 leads are all XPYZAZ2@gmail.com. Uh-oh, that's not good. Because then all of a sudden you realize those 10 leads that you just paid for probably aren't legitimate leads. They're probably not real people. And the best thing, basically those people will just, or those fake people will just sit on your list. They're never going to engage. They're never going to open your emails. They're not real people. So they're not going to unsubscribe. So they're just going to sit on your list and just be a number, and a number that you've paid for. So I want you to just be really, really cautious and mindful. Keep an eye on your Facebook ads if you're running them, and just make sure that you're making informed decisions when you're running your Facebook ads, and that you are keeping tabs on things. And obviously Facebook is, I believe they are trying to do the right thing here, and they do have account managers and ads people that you can get in touch with if you're having problems. But just, you should really take the initiative here and be overly cautious with your Facebook ads and just make sure that you know that you're taking all the steps on your end to ensure that you are getting quality leads for the money that you're paying. And the only way that you can do that is by learning how to run Facebook ads yourself and by also making sure that your business can grow without Facebook ads. So those are the main points I wanted to get across here. As I said, I'm not slamming Facebook ads. I'm not encouraging Facebook ads. I just want you guys to have a little bit of information that I've seen in the trenches of other people's businesses where a lot of them have used just Facebook ads to grow. And then I've also had some people that are super successful not using Facebook ads. And the growth with both businesses is the same. They're both doing, or actually it's more than one on either side, but we'll just call it business A and business B for now. Business A has only used Facebook ads to grow their audience. Business B uses some Facebook ads, but a lot more organic growth tactics. The only difference that's the difference between business A and business B is that business B has a lot more profits because they're not spending nearly as much on Facebook ads. Still getting the same amount of leads, still getting the same amount of sales, but they don't have that overhead of Facebook ads. So I just kind of wanted to throw that out there, give you something to think about. I don't really have any action steps for this lesson or for this episode. In the show notes at the bottom, I am going to put a link to our Facebook ads resource library. And I would encourage you to sign up there because as I am producing more content about Facebook ads, I'm going to give you guys some one-on-one rundown of basically how to start with Facebook ads, how to get into Ads Manager, what numbers you need to be looking for, all of those things. I'm going to slowly be building out this resource library for you. And if you want in on that when it's ready, sign up at the bottom and you will be alerted first. So with that being said, that's all I have to say about Facebook ads for today. If you have any questions at all, you can always email me. My email is going to be located at the bottom of the show notes page, as it always is. And you can find the show notes for this episode at greaterthanbusiness.com/048. So hope you guys are having a great day and I will talk to you next week.
Thanks for listening to the Greater Than Business podcast at www.greaterthanbusiness.com.